Did you know that there's one day of the year that Americans watch the most TV, and also on that same day of the year is the second largest rate of consumption of food and snack items? Hi everybody, I'm Liz Kutcheman, and I'm here to share with you some great tips from Timebox Moments Media on how to have an amazing Super Bowl party. The Super Bowl is the annual championship game of the National Football League. Tip number 1.
Now, of course, everyone is coming over to spend time and watch the game, but in reality, they just want to eat. Make sure that you have the most handy finger foods available that day. Nobody really wants to fiddle around with a fork and a knife in the middle of an important game. Plan food stations all around the room so that nobody has to leave to go far to replenish their plate. Make sure that you have a buffet table out in the hallway so that it's close enough so that people can grab stuff without having to miss anything important on the screen. I like to save all the fresh stuff for halftime because we notice that after a couple hours of eating chips and dip and wings and pizza and lasagna that we get kind of salted out. So it's good to have Caesar salad and a few fresh things like that spread out, and especially during halftime. Don't forget to have dessert. There's no party anywhere without dessert, so spread it out throughout the evening and have it at the end as well.
The 7 most watched television broadcasts in American history are all Super Bowls. Tip number 2.
Plan out your beverages carefully. You can imagine how much liquid flows on Super Bowl Sunday. Try to get a good idea of how many people to expect so that you can budget the right amount of beverages for them. Keep an ice cooler handy in the room so that people don't have to step out of there and miss the game while they're looking for ice. Try to buy all of your ingredients early because everything is super expensive right before Super Bowl Sunday. Don't forget the non-drinkers in the room and have plenty of options available for them, and make sure that you have plenty of water available for everyone. Invest in buying a couple bottle openers and keep them handy so that at the last minute you don't have to open bottles with your teeth. Be a great host and plan out in advance how everyone is going to get home after the game. Be aware of who's driving and who's not ready to drive, and be ready to give someone a ride or to call them a cab. Let's make sure everyone gets home safe on Super Bowl Sunday.
Super Bowl Sunday is now referred to as America's unofficial holiday. Tip number 3.
Keep the decor festive but simple. Now, this is not the time to start planning for a black tie affair. You want to have everything in the colors of the team colors. Bring out all the football paraphernalia that you have and ask your friends to bring over stuff too. I love seeing both sides of the room decorated. One side with one team's color and another side with the other team's color. People can even decide where they want to sit depending on who they're cheering for. Ask all of your friends that are coming to bring over folding chairs with them. Keep the room full of seating. The worst thing is when you have a game that's hours long and people don't have enough space to sit. Throw some rugs and cushions on the ground so that people can make themselves comfortable there too. Make sure that you get rid of any of the fancy furniture from that room because Super Bowl Sunday is a rowdy day. People will be cheering, and you don't want your chandeliers and expensive china to go flying off of the coffee table. Make sure you take some time to check out all the wires that are connected to the TV. Don't have any hazards lying around the room that anyone can trip on. Check all of your remotes that they have batteries, and make sure that your speakers are in good working order. Did you know that on Amazon you can buy a cushioned drink holder for just $10? I think that's brilliant.
And for those who do not usually follow football, there's an amazing halftime show that's also watched by millions of Americans. Tip number 4.
Plan out everything in advance for your guests. Make sure you tell them what time they've got to be there, especially if they're bringing stuff to your house too. Make sure you look up to see what time is kickoff so that nobody misses that. Have a separate room ready for kids so that they can watch movies and play games and have their own snacks there. Betting is a huge part of Super Bowl Sunday. Some of the common bets are what color is the Gatorade going to be, who's going to be MVP, who's going to score the first touchdown. Play all those games if you're into that stuff. Make sure that you invite people who love football. It's really boring for somebody who doesn't like football to be stuck there for 4 hours with screaming people, but they'll get into it soon enough. Try to play games with your guests during halftime and have prizes all ready for them. Now be aware that Super Bowl Sunday sometimes can go on for 4 hours, including a 30-minute halftime show. So be ready to keep your guests well entertained and well fed the whole time. Super Bowl Sunday is not your typical day to just hang around the house and watch TV. It's always known for great food, great fun, and great company. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel here for more Timebox tips on how to throw a great party. Thanks and see you later.